Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the demonstration of the product under voltage and over voltage relay testing system. This product is manufactured by Envis Technologies Private Limited. Its model number is Envis 7093. This product you can see, this product is basically a control panel where the under voltage relay and over voltage relay can be seen, and it is transparent basically, so all the components inside this can be seen how these are operating and what are the different components. The second part of this product is the power supply, which is given inside the panel, and the third part of this product is the transmission line, which we have created here for demonstrating the load also. So how a relay is tripped if it is under voltage or if it is over voltage, how this gets tripped with the help of circuit breaker. So to show that, we have fixed here a load also. Basically this is a small load of 15 watt, but even you can go up to 100 watt. This 100 watt is the maximum capacity which you can connect here, but we recommend to do with the lower wattage of lamp, that is 15 watt. So that's why we have connected here a 15 watt of incandescent lamp. Now let us see what are the different sections of this power supply, this panel. So this is the under voltage relay, and its anode terminals are shown, which are the normally open terminals, and these are the coil terminals of relay. This is already, as I explained to you, this is the variable power supply which the variate. So AC voltage can be varied from 0 to 270 volt. This can be varied from this knob, and voltage will be available on these 2 points. Now these 2 points where the voltage is available can be measured with the help of voltmeter. So this voltmeter is shown here, and this is the LCD display. LCD display will show you the voltage rating. Circuit breaker is given because we know that the relays are only to sense the voltage. It may be under voltage or it may be over voltage, but relays can function only for sensing the voltage, whereas the circuit breaking, the fault creation part is taken care by circuit breaker. So this circuit breaker is also given inside this panel. Now this when you connect this circuit breaker to this transmission line, and if you set this plunger here, this plug is given. So relay, you can see the plug settings are given from 44 volt to 51 volt, 58 volt, 65 volt, and so on up to 88 volt. Any plug setting can be done, and on any particular plug setting you can perform the experiment. After performance of this experiment, you can change the plug setting just by removing these knobs. So these are the 4 knobs given. Just if you open it, this transparent sheet will come out, and then you can set this plug for another setting, and you can do the experiment for another setting of the relay tripping voltage. Now let us go ahead with the connection of the circuitry. So first we will see how to connect the circuit diagram. So I am taking these page cords. Especially I want to explain you about these page cords also. These page cords are BS10 terminals, which are safety terminals. You can see this, the inside the conductor part is also jacketed by the plastic, and here also the inner side conductor part is jacketed by the plastic. So in case of any high voltage coming onto this second terminal of this probe also, by mistake also, nobody can get the shock. This is totally shock proof and accident proof. This is a totally safety device. Now first, as I told you, when you move this variac, the power supply will come here. So first I will connect this to voltmeter so that I will be able to see the voltage into the display. So this is the first, preferably you have to take the black terminal. So this is red and black terminal for voltage connection. Now this voltage we have to apply to the coil of this relay. So this red terminal of this supply voltage I am connecting to relay, coil of the relay, and this is the black terminal of the supply voltage I am connecting to the coil of the second terminal of the relay coil. So in other language I can say, from here we have fed the voltage to the relay coil. Now the circuit breaker connection we have to do. So as I told you that this circuit breaker is connected in this transmission line. So this circuit breaker is connected with this first terminal, and since the circuit breaker has to be connected with the normally open terminals of the relay, so I am taking this into the series. So this circuit breaker black terminal is connected to the black terminal of the normally open terminal, and this is the red terminal. Since I am taking this coil into the series, so that's why I have made this the series term connection between this coil and circuit breaker of the relay. After this connection, this relay circuitry is completed. Now we have to connect the load, which is a lamp load in this case. So I will connect this lamp load. So this is all about the experimental connection of under voltage relay. Now we will perform the experiment. So before switch on, keep in mind that your variac position should be in the zero voltage position, that is totally fully anti-clockwise position, and MCB is switched off at this moment. So I am going to switch off the MCB. So here you can see under voltage relay status is tripped because there is no voltage is fed. So it is understood that it is tripped right now. This physically also you can see from here it is tripped. This white terminal, when it is in contact with this rod, it means this relay is tripped. Once it will be operated, this is the white terminal. It is a metallic plate will go above. Okay. Over voltage relay is in normal condition because we have not connected its connections right now. So we are performing only the under voltage relay experiment. So to perform this experiment, the rating of this relay is 110 volt. So we have to keep in mind that we have to set this variac voltage for 110 volt. And between these things, you will notice that the lamp will be switched on because the supply voltage will be more than the setting voltage. Since the setting voltage is 65 volt around, so as I will go beyond 65 volt, this lamp should be switched on. But then later on, for performing the experiment, we will move it into the anti-clockwise position. So first I will move it into the clockwise position to increase the voltage. We can see the voltage from this point. This is the 35 volt, 40 volt, 47 volt, 50, 60 volt, 70 volt, 80 volt, 97 volt, and this is 110 volt. So since it is the rated voltage of this relay, we cannot go beyond this. It may be dangerous also. We have to keep in mind that always the maximum voltage we can fit to this coil is 110 volt. Now you can see here, since the relay is tripped but circuitry is on, so you have to this plunger, you have to switch on this relay plunger. Now you can see this totally metallic plate is gone above and is stuck there because it is working as a solenoid this time. Now due to this magnetization factor, this comes and stuck on the upper part of this solenoid. Now when I will starting to move this variac from 110 volt to 0 volt in that direction, a point will come which will be equivalent to your plunger setting, which is 65 volt. As you will see, it reaches to the 65 volt, relay will get stripped off, and it is the distribution safety which will be provided from the relay. This is the whole experiment we are going to perform. So now I am moving this in anti-clockwise position again, in reverse, 96 volt, 95 volt, 91 volt, 88, 86, 80 volt, 78 volt. Our plunger is set on the 65 volt around 70, 69, 67. Yes. So at 65, immediately this relay is tripped off. So this is the perfect working of relay we have seen here. This is the under voltage relay operation, where when we feed the voltage less than the specified voltage of this plunger setting, the relay tripped off, so your circuitry is protected. This is the purpose of this experiment. Now we will perform the second experiment, which is over voltage relay operating system. Like we studied in under voltage relay system, and we have seen how it is tripped when the lower voltage is fed. just opposite to that, over voltage relay, from its name it is very clear that it will be tripped when the over voltage will be fed to the transmission line. So it will also take care of your load when the voltage is increased. So this is more simpler than that of under voltage relay for understanding. So we'll make its connection. The connection is also very similar to the under voltage relay system we did for the last experiment. So first we will connect the power supply to the voltmeter, so that voltmeter can be able to display the voltage in the display. And again the load also it will be required to connect. So on transmission line, as I explained you in the previous experiment, the load is connected. Now we will make the connection of relay coil. So this C1 and C2 terminals are the relay coil terminals. So operating voltage must be fed to this coil terminals. So this relay coil terminals are connected with the supply. This is the supply which is given to voltmeter as well as given to relay coil. These are very simple up till now. Now we will connect the normally open terminals to the circuit breaker as we did for the last experiment also. So you can see here, this is the anode terminals, black. I have connected with the black terminal of this, and we have to take this coil into the series as we did in the last experiment. So I will connect this circuit breaker to circuit breaker of the transmission line, and the anode terminal will be connected to the second terminal of relay, second terminal of coil. So this is circuit breaker connections. Load is connected, supply is connected, meter is connected. Now we are ready for performing the experiment. I'm going to switch on the mains. As I switch on the mains, you can see the under voltage status is tripped because it is not connected right now and there is lower voltage. So by default it should be tripped. Under voltage is showing normal because the voltage is low. Since the voltage is low, it should be off because the voltage is low. It will be tripped when the voltage will be high. So this, similar to this under voltage relay, the over voltage relay is also having the plug settings. So various plug settings are given: 121 volt, 126 volt, 132, 137 and so on up to 154 volt. Any one plug setting we can do, and here also these 4 screws are given by which you can just take out this transparent cover and change these plug settings. So the desired plug setting can be set. That is totally depends on your circuitry and your load. So that plug setting can be selected and that can be chosen. After connecting this plug setting, after setting of this plug, you can see and note this. Right now we did for 121 volt. So this system should be tripped at 120 volt. So 121 volt, up to 121 volt we can increase this voltage, and after 121 volt my transmission line should be disconnected, my load should be protected. This is the overall objective of this experiment. So I am going to increase the voltage from this right now. So this voltage is increasing: 30 volt, 40 volt, 50 volt, 50, 60 volts. You can see from this. Load is still connected. There is no harm to the load. Up to 90 volt. Now as you desired for this experiment, the 121 volt, beyond that voltage will be dangerous for your line. So you did the plug setting of 121 volt. So I can go up to 121 volt. 117 volt, 119, 121 volt. As I just crossed the 121 volt, the relay is tripped. So it performs well. It did its function. It protects, it disconnected and protected the load. So this is the objective of over voltage relay. In any distribution line, whenever the voltage gets increases, the connection of the transmission line should be switched off. So this is about the over voltage relay, and we see today about the under voltage and over voltage relay, how these are functioning, what are the different various power supplies are required, what are the plunger settings, and how the load is provided with the safety with the help of these relays. Thank you.